Hey everyone, this is Badass Review, and I'm back with another review. This time I'm taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Stormtrooper. This is probably going to be the most sought out figure from the wave, just because everyone wants to army build these Stormtroopers. But I really don't know what's the deal with distribution to stores and stuff like that, because I haven't seen any Black Series figures on the shelves except for like Greedo and Slave Leia. So I haven't seen any Boba Fett's at all, and I haven't seen these guys on the shelf yet, so I don't know what the deal is. I'm guessing that they either aren't shipping them out to stores very much, or stores aren't buying them, or people are scalping them like in the store themselves. So I don't know what's going on really, but this is a nice figure. I really wish I could army build these guys for more, but it's really expensive because they're $20. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is just kind of make like a really weird army of stormtroopers and clone troopers, since they're all the same thing, basically just wearing different outfits, and that's probably how I'll do it. But this is just your plain white stormtrooper from episodes 4 through 6. He is very much different from the Sand Trooper, and there is some notable differences, and I will point those out in a sec, but I'll have him off to the side. Really nice. He's pretty much just white, so there's not a whole lot of detail, so you know kind of pretty much what to expect. He does have a lot of paint chipping, or not paint chipping, but it seems like he's got a lot of marks and stuff. He's going to come up really bright on the camera, I'm sorry about that, but he has a lot of black marks on him, probably from being in package and stuff like that, so that kind of sucks. That's usually what's probably going to happen with figures like this that are just completely white, so it's going to be pretty noticeable when something happens to it, but it's okay because it kind of gives him some character. It makes it look like he is been through some stuff. But let's take a look at details. Let's compare these two for a sec. The head sculpt is a little bit different. First off, the Sand Trooper has a different mouth thing, whatever you want to call this, the little holes for him to talk through or breathe or whatever. It's a little bit larger than this one over here. The head I don't think the head's even as big as the Sand Trooper. Paint detailing is a little bit different. He's got some blue here, and he has mostly just black and gray, and obviously they're going to be different, but there is different things going on with the body, which I don't know if anybody would actually notice. So like on the back, he doesn't have the little canister thing here. He doesn't have the holster, but the Stormtrooper does. Let's see. The eyepieces, I think, are a little bit bigger. The head sculpt, I think, is a little bit different than this regular Stormtrooper. So I think they're just kind of different. The front of them is different because if you look here and where the belly is, it's different than his belly, or the way his lower torso piece looks. So there's a difference in that. There's a difference in the belts, but not by much. The knee pads are different. This one is just kind of a diamond shape. This one is not really a diamond shape, and then it has like these little spiky things sculpted into the sides, so there is some differences. So that's really cool that they're kind of keeping it keeping them separate from each other, because obviously they're not the same type of squadron and stuff like that, so that's really cool. But really there's not much else to say about them. The head sculpt is really nice, although I do think the ball joint is really weird, and I think the peg to put his hole in, or the hole to put the peg in, isn't drilled in far enough or something like that, because when I put it on, he's got this really skinny neck for starters, but it's like really weird. It's got all this extra space, and it doesn't really go into the head a whole lot, so it kind of sticks out really far like that. So his head gets like this crazy amount of motion, which isn't really bad, but it's like really unnecessary and it's kind of weird. And then his head kind of sticks out really high, and he's got this skinny neck, so it kind of looks weird. But the head sculpt is nice, so that's cool. Really nice to get some Stormtroopers, even though we've pretty much got one in every single wave, almost. But he comes with 2 accessories. He comes with a standard issue Stormtrooper blaster, which you can put into this little holster here. Although I think they should have put it back a little bit more, because it pushes up against the leg, and the leg kind of makes the whole thing warped. So when you stick it in there, it ends up warping the gun in a weird way. But you can stick that into there. And he also comes with this rifle, which is actually a really cool accessory. And he can hold on to that really nicely. So if you want him to, be sniping or something, then you can. So yeah, and he holds that onto that really nice. There's a little bit of gray into it, but not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of shading in their weapons, which I'm fine with, but it would have been nice to maybe get some like some of that gunmetal gray in there or something. But I'm pretty sure even in the movies their weapons were mostly just black. So there's that. Anyways, let's go over articulation. It's different than other characters, which is kind of weird. He actually has more articulation than any of the other Star Wars figures, along with the Sand Trooper, which is really weird. And I kind of wish they would do this with every figure, but they don't. But at least I think with this guy, it actually like it can be hidden and it doesn't look weird having it. But his head goes as a ball joint with a swivel. So his head goes up really far, goes down 360 degrees, full range of motion in there. Rotation in the shoulder, goes in and out. It's gonna get hindered by the arm shoulder pad here, so it doesn't get a whole lot of articulation going outward or range of motion. He's got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, rotation in the wrist, as well as a hinge, which is really stiff on mine. He's got a diaphragm joint, which gives him full range of motion, so that's really nice. His legs can go forward and back, in and out. They only go out about that far just because of his armor again. So really, he's got a lot of articulation, but it is kind of restricted because of his outfit. He then has a double jointed knee, a rotation in the... never mind. He actually doesn't have a rotation. That's weird. I thought he did. Alright, so his foot just goes down and up, and he has an angle pivot. Really strange that he didn't have that. I guess I didn't notice before. Anyways, so that's articulation, and that is the figure. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I would recommend, if you guys really want to pick this, if you want to pick up this wave, I would go to Entertainment Earth, because you can get free shipping on it, so it'd be like $70 total. Whereas you go to Big Bad Toy Store, it's going to be like $79 plus shipping, so you're paying more. So I would go to Entertainment Earth. I'll leave a link below to where I got it. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this figure as much as I do. So stay tuned for more figure reviews and stuff like that, and I'll talk to you guys later.